Ladies and gentlemen, let me say hi to everyone. Let me say greetings to everyone. Let me say Mgidiwe Muraho to everyone who's watching all over the world. Now, you see me speaking English, maybe you wonder like what's happening. Is TV10 changing language or something like that? You know, like did I change language settings on my TV? No, you did not. But today I have a special guest from the US, from America, and that's how big we are. And this guest is a filmmaker, is a producer, he's a writer, he's an actor, he's a director. He's like all in one. So before I introduce you to this guest of mine, let me show you one of his trailer called Coming from Africa, and then we will come back with my guest.
Yes, my name is Kemaju Jonathan. Yes, my name is Kemaju Jonathan. I wanted to talk to you about the letter that you received, that I received last week, you know, about my working permit. Do you know that in 6 months, we're going to pack our belongings and go back to Africa?
Did you ask your company to sponsor you?
But he's reliable, he's dependable, he's a talented
Jack,
member.
no, okay? He does not deserve his green card.
Well, there are other options too, you know. I want you to understand that. You might marry an American woman to get the green card.
Letitia, are you serious? My husband has changed to a complete stranger in our own house. His quest for American dream has turned into a complete stranger.
Oh my God!
I just told you about the secret. I told you not to tell nobody.
Daddy, what are you doing? Daddy, stop it!
Get out of my way. But okay, I'm gonna count 10 seconds, okay? 1.
You could cause yourself to lose every opportunity there is to get your visa. And I know you and your family want to stay in this country. But if you keep taking actions like that, you're going to mess everything up.
People around the office are saying that, you know, you have some deportation issues. I mean, what's going on?
Why are you so concerned?
I'm fed up. I can't take it no more.
This all immigration stuff is just stressing me out.
I will do whatever it takes for us to stay here, okay? We will stay here. I'll do anything we can.
Kimaju.
All right, so that's the trailer of the movie Coming from Africa, and now I'm pleased to welcome my guest, Mr. Blaise Sitchet.
Thank you.
Sitchet,
My pleasure.
welcome to TV10, man.
Thank you. My
How you
pleasure.
doing?
Good, very good.
You
Feel
look
good
good.
to be in Rwanda, in Kigali, beautiful country.
Thank you. Well, I don't know if I should take credit because I said thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe I should take credit because I'm Rwandan, right?
Of course, I
Right.
mean, you welcome me very well. I'm grateful to be in your show. Thank you very much.
Right. So let's talk about you being here in Rwanda. What brought you by?
What brought me in Rwanda is, first of all, is a very, it's a country where I would like to invest in terms of culture, like produce movies, TV series, if it's possible, because of the fact that, you know, the way the system is set up with a minimum corruption possible. So I was looking for a country like that.
Right.
And also the talent here. You have artists, you know, actors, so talented that I couldn't resist to come here. Yeah.
Well, you found the country, you know, you found the country. And let's talk about your movie now.
Yes.
So, Coming from Africa.
Yes.
What is the story behind this movie?
It's a story about an African immigrant who came with his family to study. and I had the opportunity to get a job as an architect. And he lives so well, and his daughter is Americanized already. And they want to stay here. I say here, I think I'm in America, sorry. They want to stay in America.
Right.
And they're trying everything possible. Like, you know, you have ways to change your visa, like H-1B visa, work visa, to change it into a green card. So the process is so long that, you know, it's out of his mind. It almost destroys his family. I don't want to tell much because if I tell everything, nobody will watch the movie again.
Right, right. So now, watching your movie or looking at your credits of movies, it seems like you are telling your story somehow, or you are telling somebody's story, because maybe we will watch some other scenes of your movies, like the greedy realtor. Yes. You have so many credits. Actually, you have like 8 credits in acting on IMDb. Mm-hmm. You have 5 credits in producing. You have so many credits in composition, in music realization, something like that. So, but we will get into that maybe later. But let's talk about your stories. It always seems like you are talking about life of Africans in America.
Yes.
So, what brought you to talk about those kinds of stories?
I talk about these stories because I think we need to make people aware of what's going on. Because in America, everybody lives very isolated, you know, in his own community. It's not like, not too many interaction between each other. I mean, the white are among white people. The Africans are among African Americans are among African Americans. Asians are among Asians, okay? People don't know that. It's a very, still people live apart. But I was lucky to, you know, navigate between all these communities, you know. I don't know, because of my personality. So, okay, you asked a question. I just want to share not only my experience, but the combination of the experience of my friends or my relatives who are living in that situation. And so, to let the world know that that's the way it is. That's the way people are. People don't know. If you are in your own community, you don't know what's happening in the Asian community. You don't know the struggle of how people go through, you know. Like when we are in Africa, we call to ask for money. We don't know the struggle that other people are, you know what I mean, are going through. I'm trying to expose all that. Yes.
So let's talk about the reactions of your fans, maybe. The reactions of people watching your movies, because I have seen you going to these awards and you know, so much more reality TVs or even shows, you know, festivals, film festivals. But then when you see people reacting to your films, what comes to your mind? Like, do they seem to love your movies, or because some people may say, okay, this guy is talking too much about our stuff, you know?
Yes, some people.
Yeah, these guys is, you know, we don't, because most of Africans, when they live there, some of them they you know, they don't want like their relatives to know that they are going through stuff.
Yes.
You know. But then you come and then you talk about their stories, you know. So maybe some people may, you know, go back, be like, nah, you know, this guy is talking too much about stuff, you know.
Yes.
So how is the reactions when people seeing your movie? How do they receive your movies?
Most people received the movie, they were very happy, even American people. But some Africans, as you said, who went through marriage, like for them to get a green card, to stay, they thought that I was exposing their secret or something like that. That's what some of them thought, that I was trying to expose their secrets. But you know, I was not trying to expose any secret. It's out there. And I was just trying to let the immigration of the United States know that don't give, you know, if somebody wants to start a process of adjusting their status, make it quicker. Because if you don't make it quicker, the human being will find another way. Nothing will stop somebody who's trying to survive to do whatever it takes to make things happen. So if, like for example, that guy, he applied to transit, you know, to change his visa from, you know, you know, when you go to study in the US, after, they give you 1 year of work permit. After that, you have to be out. But if the company wants you, he can sponsor you. And that's what he's trying to do. But time is running out. And he has to choose many other options. He has to. But if the process was shorter, he wouldn't have thought about other options.
For sure.
So they need to think about the positive side, not to think that I'm exposing what people can do. Yes.
Right. So being to Africa, or maybe being born from Africa, you were born from Africa by then,
yes,
right?
Of course.
You were born from Africa, but then went abroad and you started filmmaking. You started making movies and stuff. So give us your stories about how it came by or how it came about for this transition from being an African living in the USA and trying to do movies, you know, because I think it's not easy, because even in Africa it's not easy, but you know, it takes a lot of courage to, you know, to make a movie like coming from Africa. Yes. So you are an African, you were an African at the time.
Absolutely.
You were an African living in the US, but then you made this masterpiece. How take us through this transition.
Okay, how I did become a filmmaker. First of all, the first change that happened, it was my look. I was very skinny when I came to America.
Really?
Very skinny.
Wow.
So I did gain weight progressively. Because I like to eat, I'll tell you that. You know? And,
right.
You know, and the food is not expensive.
Yeah.
So, yes, I'll tell you what. I hate myself when I just came, because, you know, the way I was acting when I just came to America, I look at myself and I was crazy. You know, I was crazy.
Right.
I would like, you know, but so, first of all, when I finished my studies, I did get a job in the banking career. You know, working for all these corporations, Citibank, Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo Bank, and I did have the opportunity to save some money.
Right.
But during my training in filmmaking, so that did allow me to start producing my movies. So I did have some savings to do that. When I called Louis Gossett Jr., he's an Oscar winner, right? The first black Oscar winner. I asked him, I have a movie to do. He asked me two things: where's the script and what is the budget? If you don't have money, don't do movies.
Right.
That's the first thing he asked me. When you go to Hollywood, that's the first thing. What's the budget? So I needed the money. The money was set aside. Now, I went through training, so I went also through, I was on different sets, you know, different sets. Before doing movies, I was only doing music. And what connected me to movies was I was going through many film festivals to sell my music. And then later on I realized I belong to the movie. You know, that's where I'm supposed to be. Yes. And then I did work with a couple of Hollywood actors. And they are the one who encouraged me a lot to do movies. Yes.
So you have this movie coming from America. It has been to several festivals, film festivals. Now, it looks like some of the festivals you are at some of the festivals, because I saw some videos. So at some of the festivals, you look like you was the biggest star there.
Yeah, probably, but you know, my focus on doing movies was not to be a star. It happened by accident. And let me tell you what, and that was the problem. Because when I was very respected, you know, different, when I was going to different festivals, people were treating me a certain way. Like I'm a big star. But when I went back to work, I started being stubborn to my manager. I said, why is he talking to me like that? The same white guy over there is treating me like a king, but this guy, why is he talking to me like that? Huh? So it was very hard to balance.
So it means like you being in a movie star maybe connected you to some other opening doors.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it makes you even popular at your regular job and
yes, and my neighborhood too. My neighbors will see me on TV and say, hey, I saw you on TV. I said, yes. I said, yeah, my neighbors, it did change. The way my neighbors look at me, my coworkers. Sometimes they will see me in the newspaper, my coworkers come and say, hey, I saw you in the newspaper.
How did that change your life though? Because most of filmmakers, when they become popular, they start, maybe being private and, I don't know, living a private life because of maybe, they don't want to be recognized everywhere. But how did that change your life? Being a famous person.
I'm a very private. It's very hard to be entirely famous in America. Very hard. You're only famous in your area. Very, very hard. Because you have a Spanish community, they don't watch at all English thing. You have people who like football, soccer. I'll give you an example, like the football, soccer, soccer player called Samuel Eto'o. Not everybody knows him in America.
No.
But here, everywhere it's popular. But in America, you ask people, who's Samuel Eto'o? If you're not interested in football, you don't know. So you can only be popular in your area and interest. So, as I say, I'm a very private person. I'm a very family-oriented person. So occasionally, I go out for a reason, to go buy something. I could go to a grocery store. I see somebody recognize me. They say, are you? I say, yes. Did you play in this movie? I say, yes. Yes. I continue just my regular business. Yes.
So you have actually 2 of your movies that are your own. You produced them, you wrote them, but you have some other movies that you acted in and maybe play some other roles.
Yes,
so,
really.
Until now, what is your favorite movies, beside yours, of course, beside your own films? What is your favorite movies that you have maybe acted in or have played any other role in?
Yeah, I did like the movie Welcome to America. Very funny movie. It was very funny. I like it.
So now, I was confused actually because I saw 3 names that's somehow similar.
Yes.
There's this coming from Africa, there's Welcome to America, and there's another movie called I'm an American.
Yes.
So are these movies related somehow? No?
No, different stories.
Different stories?
Yeah, different stories, totally.
All right.
Not at all, not connected.
Not connected?
Yes.
All right, let's talk about your other movie called Greedy Rater. Maybe before we can talk about these movies, let's show one of the scenes of these movies, and then we will come back with my guest, Sitchet.
Thank you.